Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Gaming with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of trucking. Try Hard Trucking. Trying to brand this as Try Hard Trucking. It's not really gaming. It's not really racing. I mean, it is gaming. It's driving, but not racing. So it's hauling. Try Hard Hauling. Trucking sounds better. Try Hard. I'm going to put a poll up. YouTube.com/@RollCageTV. I'll set up a poll. Should SnowRunner be called Try Hard Gaming, Try Hard Trucking, Try Hard Hauling, Try Hard Snowing? It's not snowing in Michigan. We got to get to Alaska before it snows, and I want to get there before next winter, so I gotta get going here. All right. Had some delays last episode because I got a truck stuck that I wasn't expecting to get stuck. And, well, that's the way the game is. But now, we're going to show you how to boost. This is what I'm going to be doing between this first and second stream. Is I'm going to be boosting my, take that out. Actually, before I do, let me, make it morning so I can see. All right, two very, very important missions to do first of all. First one is farming tools. We need the farming tools. We're going to accept it. We're going to track it. It needs a curtain side trailer delivered to the farm. I can see which way the farm is. I found it when I did the tutorial. And so we are going to do that. Whoops. And the curtain side trailer is here. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I keep seeing this thing on my screen and it's driving me crazy. There is a tractor here, or a truck here. Tractor. That I can discover, and I get some points for that. Did I discover it already? Oh, I did discover it already. And here's an upgrade for that truck. Did I pick it up? I did pick it up, okay. And let's change to this truck, which is horribly broken, so it needs to go get fixed. So we'll recover it to the garage. Yes, stop telling me this. Where is it? Wait. Yes, I put it in the garage and I hit the button so fast to store it that I didn't even see it. Because we don't want this truck. We've got a better one out on the road right now. This is easy mode. Easy mode means we are using the DLC vehicles, which are giving me a faster start. Okay, so come back over here. What I was in the middle of doing. And my cat is also going to distract me. I had goals that I wanted to get done during the first two episodes, and I didn't get them done. But I did do some stuff. Okay, one of the things the game is discovering trailers. And I'm going to discover that trailer, and this trailer, and this trailer. And to discover the trailers, you have to go close to them. They will show up on your map, just like if you explore, they'll show up on your map, just like that the upgrades do. But you can't actually quote unquote discover them, which gives you points for them until you get up close to them. Don't know what the range is, but this curtain side trailer, if you notice, it's got a magnifying glass on it. That's because it's something that's in a mission that needs to be picked up. And I had the brakes on, and so I got confused which button to press. This way, right? This way, this way, this way. Stop. I have played the game before, believe it or not. Not a lot, but I've played it before. Take off the brake. No. Take off the brake. And this needs to go to the farm. I know the way to the farm. But for those of you who haven't played before, it's out of the garage to the left, just down the main road, and then around this corner. And the fact that there's a little arrow, down arrow, tells you that's a delivery point. The magnifying glass is a discovery point where you will pick up some item like a truck or a trailer. Down arrows show you delivery points, and then goods pickup points have up arrows. You'll see those in some tasks. If you go over the task and highlight it, you can also then scroll these things and it'll show you deliver to the farm, and it'll show you here, deliver the trailer, there's the trailer, deliver the farm, there's the farm. So gives you some guides so you know what you're doing. So I've got the trailer, going to the farm. Anybody who has played this game before probably knows why I'm picking this task first, and will probably be able to guess what task I picked second. Because they know how important user levels are. I don't have beacons on this vehicle, do I? No. I need beacons. I need to get beacons. I'm not on a rescue mission, so I guess I don't really need the beacons. Oh, come on. What did I already get? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my cat. And once again, I'm having a disastrous start here. I just played this, went through this whole thing, the whole 3 hours I played last night. No problems. This has a really good suspension, where this wouldn't happen, except I need to get through a few levels before. See, I got stuck on that rock. It doesn't have all-wheel drive yet, but that's also level locked. I can get through there pretty quickly. The bottom line, the lesson is, I need levels. I need promotion levels. And so, the first goal, even before opening up other roads and finding all the other tasks, first task you need is levels. You need to be able to boost. You need to be able to grind, not boost. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You still have to work for it. But you need to be able to grind. My kitty is here grinding on his kibble. So I have delivered the trailer. And you notice just up above me, it showed up really fast. I got a new, this is necessary to unlock this task here. This is a timing task. And I mentioned in the last episode, you can repeat timing tasks over and over and over again. And that's a way to gain levels. But I'm not prepared to do that yet in this truck. Some trucks can do it. But there's a critical bridge on the way that I need to build first. So that is the next task I'm going to do. And I have not unlocked that task yet, but I know what it requires. Because I've played this game before. It is... because I have not scouted all this as I normally would have. But I know if I come down here to the lumber mill, I can get across onto the island, and there's a bridge right here that's out. So I can get to the lumber mill, pick up wooden planks, which is what that needs, comes over here, I can pick up the tasks on either side of the road, get that bridge done, and then I can have the bridge done to do the timing thing, and I'll show you how to do that. I might done one or two of it. Can't look away for a second on this game. Highway Buster, how you doing? Have you been lurking? I decided that I was just going to play it straight. I know we had talked about going to New Game Plus. In the end, I decided I'm not going to go into New Game Plus. I'm just going to play it straight, and off stream, I will spend time grinding out levels. I'm using DLC vehicles that will allow me to upgrade with just levels. Don't have to find things. Adequate start. I've got the DLC tire pack, so I can get good tires and everything right from the get-go. How was your stream earlier? Trying to find an online game? You can't find an online game? How is North Carolina doing? You said you were trying to grind that out. I mentioned when I started that it took me 200 hours of gameplay to get through Michigan the first time. If I stream this 5 hours a day and publish it on YouTube, 5 episodes a day on 5 episodes a week on YouTube, 200 hours, that's 40 weeks. It'll be Thanksgiving before I even start in Alaska. That's not acceptable. So I'm using the DLC vehicles. Hopefully it'll take me a lot less time. I want to know how many hours you put in to do North Carolina. It's slow going, North Carolina. Yeah, slow for you is, it's not going to be 200 hours, I'm sure of that. You've got all the best vehicles. I wasn't watching you. I didn't even see you use the Zix Mastodon. Are there vehicles that late that you prefer over it? Or you just not want to use the slow vehicle? Say hi to YouTube, by the way. Hello, YouTube. They can see everything you're typing. All right, coming up here. Yeah, I'm not doing pipe dream right now. I am instead. Let's skip this turned around now. See, the tire pack is worth it after all, because I can get off-road tires in this thing right away. Otherwise, I'd be stuck in the mud on the highway. Wrong button. Couple of wooden planks. Swing around back. And up this hill. Across the river. I see your chat. Hold on a second. Let me get to a better place to stop. Otherwise, I'll sink in the mud. Like a bunch of the trucks. You try to only use regional specific trucks? Oh, okay. Maybe on my 14th playthrough, I'll give myself those kind of challenges. Those who don't know, Highway Buster, I hope you don't mind saying this, professional trucker. I might as well pick this up on you. And has played through this game 13 times already, I think you said, right? That's a raised suspension for a vehicle I've already sold. You didn't haul logs, though, right? Oh, no. Yeah, stop telling me these things. I already know. I shouldn't be hitting tree trunks. I'm trying to read chat at the same time. All right, game? Give me a break. A little help here. And this truck is pretty stable compared to some of the other ones. And here's the task. Yes, I want to build a wooden bridge. I'm going to build it. Because this wooden bridge is very important to me. Come on. I did accept the task, right? Oh, I gotta track it. I accepted it, but I didn't. No, I'm not tracking it. Ugh. Wooden bridge. Start tracking. Yes. If you don't track it, you can't drop it off. There's a beautiful bridge. Yes, retired. I mentioned before that you were retired. Sometimes you like the challenge of using the lesser truck. I do have the tips turned off in the options, but I have all you turn off is repeat tips, and so it keeps telling me see, repeated hints off. I've got them off, but the first time I face them, it's still telling me. Hopefully they're all done. All right, so I got the bridge. I'm not going to actually take the bridge right now because I'm going to go home the short way. But what this bridge does is it opens up a nice track from the farm here where I just unlocked this task. You can come right through here and through here and up through here and around this corner and around here, cutting across a bunch of things here, through here, through here, and you end up here where those goods are to be delivered. Let me go ahead and recover this and I will show you. And now that task, the food delivery task, you are to deliver consumables ×2 to the drilling site. Here's consumables right at the farm. You can start the task right here, the food delivery task. And you pick up the consumables at the farm, you deliver them to the drilling site, and you get 340 if you can do it in less than 6 minutes. Let's see how fast I can do it with this truck that's barely been upgraded, but does have better tires. I bet I can do it in less than 6 minutes. If I say skip the tutorial now, it'll turn them off now? Will I still get the two? I already did the tutorial. It's not going to ruin anything, right? If this ruins my YouTube... Okay, thank you. I wanted to go through the tutorial so that people, because I wanted to go through 100% of the tasks, but if it's all that is, the tasks is now is giving me tooltips, I think I'm okay with doing that, turning that off. Thanks, HB, I appreciate it. Turn the lights on. Okay, no all-wheel drive, although I do have good tires, and this thing has pretty good rear-wheel drive. It's got a decent suspension. It has a really good suspension that's available once I get to a particular level that lets me crawl through rocks really well. It's basically like a rock crawler suspension, but on a truck. It's a tuned suspension, which I don't have yet, so that I shouldn't have been going through the rocks. And I got to remember to kick the clutch. I can kick the clutch a lot easier by using the left bumper, which is why I switched to that D. Oh, also something, Highway Buster, I didn't mention before. I'm playing with the steering wheel setting, even though I'm using a troller, because that auto centers the wheels. I've been practicing with that, and I think I can control the vehicle a little bit more that way. The downside is if you want to turn, you have to hold the stick. You can't just nudge the stick like you could on the keyboard. The upside is I have a little bit more control, a little bit faster reaction when I want to change directions. So it's more like playing a racing game. Okay. Tip number 1, load the consumables before you start the task. Tip number 2, keep driving while you're starting the task. Let me read this. Tutorial just gives you hints for the first couple of objects to run across, like a job, fuel station, warehouse. Yeah, I know I've done all that stuff. So why are they still giving me tooltips? It drives me crazy. I have skipped the tips off. Like, if you don't say skip repeated tips, it gives you, like, every time you go in the menu, it reminds you. You can skip the time ahead. You know you can skip ahead the time. The time, don't forget about skipping the time. It's like, yeah, I know that. I keep saying okay, and you keep telling me that over and over again. Anyway. So I guess by saying skip the tutorial, that suppresses all of that even the first time through. I know if you say skip the tutorial right at the beginning, you do not get the first task of building the bridge. And I wanted to show the first task for the YouTube audience. And I forgot to reset my timer. Otherwise, I won't know how long this episode's going. I'll do another 2-hour episode, which I don't want. And trees? What trees? I don't need no trees. Oh, I missed all the trees. What you're supposed to do is cut down a bunch of those trees and make future attempts faster. Now, there's also this one, you can't take too much damage, and in here somewhere, I always hit some kind of tree that gives me damage. I'm probably going to end up doing it again. Let's do it this time. Even though it doesn't have diff lock, if you start to drag out, you can kick the clutch, and it will automatic shift you a lot faster. So right now I'm in 5th gear. If I start to get hung up on this hill because I didn't take it well, like I am now, I can kick the clutch. It'll drop it back down to a lower gear, and now I can kick it again to get it back up into a higher gear. Just a little tip. You watch speedrunners play this, and you see them constantly kicking the clutch. Get the optimal gear switching. Anyway, I got 6 minutes to get this delivered, to get the best score possible. Will I make it in 6 minutes? Again, avoiding the mud as much as possible. Take down the sign, that's absolutely required. Cut across the mud there. Cut across the mud here. Sometimes, if you're not going fast enough, that'll slow you down. And first try, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Oh, I can do it under 3 minutes easily. And then what do? You accept it. You check your levels. I'm now at, oh, I just got promoted. I'm at level 3. I don't think I can get anything level 3. I think I need level 4. But I only have 1,200, 340 each, so that's like 4 more runs through this, maybe, to get to the next level. So you do that, you recover. I'll go through 1 more, and then I won't waste any more of your time. But this is the kind of thing that I'll be doing off-stream. Just picking this up over and over again. 3 minutes, deliver it. 3 minutes, deliver it, etc. So off-stream, I'll be boosting my levels so I can get better equipment. Or not boosting. Keep saying boosting. Boosting, it means something else. Boosting is what Highway Buster does when he invites you to a multiplayer game. And he does all these tasks. You just say, you sit back, join my multiplayer game. I'll do all these tasks. You sit back and just collect levels and money. That's boosting. What I'm doing is grinding. I'm actually working for my levels. So yeah, 1 more, and then I'll go on to actually do the scouting and play the game for real. Another way to boost yourself is to play online on someone else's game. Yeah, I just said that. Any jobs you complete, the money and XP counts towards yours. Yeah. That is what I would call boosting. That's what they call boosting if you're playing an online game and suddenly you're, like, say you're playing Rocket League, and you're like platinum in Rocket League, even though you're not that good. How can you be platinum? Well, that's because you found someone better to play with that pulled you along, that boosted you. And that's frowned upon. Boosting is when you do no work, you let someone else do the work to get you the levels. What I'm doing is grinding. I'm earning the levels on my own, but I'm just doing it through a repetitive task outside the normal chain of events. That's what happens if you're playing like a Diablo or some other action RPG game where you beat up on lesser minions rather than facing the boss underpowered. You just repeatedly beat up on lesser minions to get your strength up, both your experience strength and also any new items, magical items you might need to beat the boss a lot easier. That's grinding, which is not frowned upon, at least not in that world, the same way that boosting is. But yeah, if you want to get through the game easier, a Muck 6, I think that's your, is it a Muck? Oh, I don't remember now. My biggest Civilization fan, I can't remember his nick. He said he's going to watch these YouTube videos. If you want to make the game easier without doing a New Game Plus, that's another way of doing it. Oh, I should have brought that thing back. I'm going to go grab it anyway. Find a friend. I will gladly be that friend. If you want to play a multiplayer game, it is cross-platform. I've got a couple of save slots left. I can play a multiplayer game. I'm not going to invite you to this one, though, because this is a Twitch exclusive. Sorry, content creator exclusive Twitch / YouTube playthrough. But I can create another playthrough. I have a private one that I'm going through that I'm using to play ahead of this one, and I've been playing on that pretty much every day for months. I see your chat there. Hold on, let me get this delivered and I'll take a look at it. Oh, now I feel guilty. I gotta read the chat. Come on. Back in the low gear. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job of driving, though. This is a lot easier if you get your line right. You don't drive up the hill. And I'm using the alternate steering where I think I have more control, but maybe my fingers just have less control than I think. Highway Buster, did you know about that setting? That you can set it to steering wheel even though you're playing with a controller and that auto centers. I mean, it's not realistic at all. If you want a simulation, it's not like if you let go of the wheel in a truck, it just snaps back to the center. But in racing games, you know, you pretty much, that's the standard if you're playing with a controller. They have the speed up? No. Oh, come on. I want to beat my 3 minutes. I'm not going to do it. Ah. Even longer time this time. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, in that amount of time, I've gained a bunch of levels. Off stream, I'll do this more. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this truck away. And first thing I'm going to do is what you normally do, and that's do some scouting. In the SnowRunner community, it's not because everybody wants to be able to have everything. That's why we had the mods that we do. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I didn't mention. For those of you who are new to the game, there are like 100,000 mods, and the mods are, I think for the most part, all cross-platform. If you want to do scouting, you know, there's a mod that gives you like GPS on your vehicle. You automatically scout everywhere you drive. that sort of thing. And I'll do mods once I get through a full playthrough, but I want to do the full playthrough pretty much as you would get it out of the box, as long as you know, get all the DLC stuff. You've never used never used it. Oh, I asked that question so long ago, I don't remember what your answer was in reference to. Sorry, I'll have to clarify. So, okay, let's pull this one out of the garage now. And let's also, well, let's stop the engine. So I'm going to go back to the garage and pull out his companion. Which is where? There. I'm not storing any of these because I'm not planning on going anywhere else, and anything, other vehicles I get, I'm just going to sell, so. Before I start the engine, though, I am going to go pick up that unit that I left behind. Where was it? Here, prototype exploration unit. And now that I got the SnowRunner, you'll see I'll be able to get up this hill a lot easier. Get to the prototype exploration unit. And then you see there are areas here that are not going to be covered by the waypoint. So my goal here is to hit all the waypoints I can, but any areas that are still black, that are still grayed, none will be black after the waypoint. Any that are still grayed after I hit the waypoint, I will use that prototype unit to explore, because then you're guaranteed of finding any upgrades that are just out of range of the watchtowers, any trailers that are just out of range of the watchtowers, that sort of thing. I think all tasks are always within range of the watchtowers, but not necessarily all trailers, and definitely not all upgrades. So let's go ahead and get him out there. And you will see now that I have that SnowRunner upgrade, it'll be much easier to get up the hill. Also, if I drive better and don't get myself caught on the rocks. If I pay more attention. This thing with the mud, it's so hard to control. With the screwy, oh, see, I went right into the mud again. But yeah, without the trailer, I don't even need low gear. It's got this crawler suspension that is fully independent suspension wheels, and so it like just run over any rocks you want. It's fine. It'll just rocks. What rocks? And again, now I can take that trailer without too much fear, because if I need to, I can switch into a low-high. I've got a better gear ratio for hauling anyway, more torque, and more torque for hauling than for speed. And also I've got a low plus gear that I can use. So right now I'm just going to pick this back up so I don't forget it, and just park here because I'm not going to be in for a while. Overshot? Nope, got it. Okay. And I might as well refill on here. My 2 gallons, and the prototype unit is full. That's fine. I should have stopped my engine. I have to refill again. I use the whole gallon? No. Switch back. All right, let's see. Where is the first tower I'm going to go to? I can either go around this direction to here, or I can go around this direction to here. I think I am going to... But this is a big gray gap, so I'm not going to cross that. I'm going to use the exploration unit to do that. And I'll also use the exploration unit to do this, but I'm probably going to need to tow it for that. So let's start off up here, getting this one, I think. And I might as well pick up this upgrade while I'm at it. So pick up the upgrade. Come here. There's a trailer there, but I'll get that when I do the other. And did I trigger the place in the... Where is the... I can maybe use the other one to trigger the place in the mountain. Task. Whatever it's called. Beyond the spruce or something. Oh, I didn't find it yet. Okay. It's behind a watchtower. I don't know which watchtower is behind. I could just go up there. No, wrong. There. Not at night. Morning. So this game is what I've seen from other people play it and my own experience. It's kind of in phases. Every map you start off exploring. Now I've set myself up again to do a couple of tasks in order to be able to, between stream, grind out some levels to improve my vehicles. But you start off by hitting watchtowers. On this map, you can hit all the watchtowers without needing to do any of the construction tasks. But first of all, you hit all the watchtowers. Then, this is the road, right? Yeah. How did I get... Oh, I was going to get that upgrade. Oh, well, forget it. Ah. Come on. Deleting waypoints is difficult. The tasks are basically you hit the watchtowers to uncover the map, and in my case, because I don't know what season they released that exploration unit, but in my case, since I have all the season passes, I can use the exploration unit to uncover the gray areas, not just the black areas, so I'm guaranteed of finding everything. The second task, major task, is to do like I did that bridge. Oh, I don't even have all-wheel drive on. Is to fix the bridge. There's places like down power lines and bridges out and rock slides and things. You want to do those tasks to open up the roads. That way your hauler vehicles can then, in stage 3, do all the other tasks. Now what I like to do is to do the local tasks. There's 2 types of tasks. There's local tasks, well I guess 3. There's local tasks that are not timed. There's local tasks that are timed, contests. The timed ones you can repeat, which is a good way of grinding out levels. And then there's the normal hauler task, where you're taking things from one place to another. Of the hauler tasks, the contract tasks, I'll show you what I mean. Here's local tasks around this tab. Right now there's only a couple here. I haven't found too many. These are the contract tasks. You need to do the contract tasks in order to do the region's main objectives. Now, you can go on to another region before you do the main objectives. But if you're like speed running the game, the idea is to do the main objectives as quickly as possible. And the main objectives are listed here on the left, regional progress. So you do these 3, which are contracts, but contracts are locked, so you have to do things in a certain order. Once you do those 3, you can say that you beat, quote unquote, Michigan, and then go on to Alaska, and you know those 3, you can say, quote unquote, I beat Alaska. But my playthrough is going to be 100%. I'm going to do all of the contracts, including the logging ones, which came later, were introduced to the game later. Also, all the local contracts. And I'm going to do all of that for every region. I'm going to pick up all of the upgrades, all of the trailers. I'm going to take all the trailers back and sell them, not just leave them around the map. And I'm going to try to explore, reveal every map to its as much complete as possible. There's some where you just cannot get far enough away, like one map in Alaska, they have a pier and it's just like open ocean, and no matter how far you go out on the pier, you can't reveal the edge of the map. But there's probably a mod to do it. First season, Koala Peninsula is when they introduced the logging, or when they introduced the exploration unit. That's when they introduced the exploration unit, I think. When did they introduce the logging? Oh, I'm not going to be able to complete that task, am I? Because you can't find it. Oh well, I'll have to abandon that. There's a place up here you have to get to, which maybe I'll take the exploration unit, because I know it can go there. So next, I guess I'm going in this direction. Next waypoint to get is down here. So I am backing up. Yes, it's something like, what is it? Something beyond the spruce or something? Quiet place beyond the spruce. Pine, beyond the pine. I don't know what it's called. That's actually, I can find it on here. Or no, it's not on here. That's right, I haven't revealed it yet. That's why you reveal the map first. Assuming that Koala Peninsula was the answer to the exploration unit, which I think is right. When did they introduce logging? Was that also Season 1? Because that wasn't in the base game, or was that a free update outside of the season? So I know the game was released without logging, but there were logging camps and stuff on the map, so my impression was they always intended to put logging in the game. They just, you know, released it before that feature was done. You think 3 for the logging? Season 3? Are my lights on? No, gotta have the lights on. Now, I'm told that there are better scout vehicles in this, but this thing has never let me down. The only time I've ever flipped it is when I was not looking once, and I drove I was driving along a line, and I looked away, and it turns out I had a cliff just to my right, and I drove right off the side of that cliff. It wasn't like a deep cliff, but a couple, like 4-foot drop. I drove right off the side, and that's the first time I ever flipped this vehicle. I was so mad. Let me, I gotta remember to hydrate. Let me do this. My throat always gets sore in the middle of a stream, and I wonder why. It's because I don't hydrate. I mean, I don't wonder why. I know it's because I don't hydrate. There's no wondering. Okay. Again, if you're new to the game, always accept the tasks. I've seen so many people, Let's Players from 2-3 years ago, that they don't accept the task. If you accept the task, it doesn't mean it's going to force you to do it right away. Unlike the timing ones, when you say accept, the clock starts right away. These tasks that are not timing, you have to accept it just to get it on your list of tasks. And you can't do the task. It has to show up here. If it's not on your list here, then you can't do it. So, wait a minute. Was that the one I just... Yes, the place beyond the spruces. That's the one. I should have gotten that right away. That was what I was talking about, the place behind the spruces. That one, you need to find the place beyond the spruces, and they tell you where it is, right? If you start tracking it, it shows you. Yes, okay. That is the place beyond the spruces. And it's hard to get there. It's no challenge at all for the Razvani Hercules to get there. It is a little bit of a challenge for the Jeep Wrangler, but not really. If I did the Jeep Wrangler with the prototype, then it would be a bit of a challenge. But it would be a way for me to get up here and get around to the thing. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. And find the trailer. You gotta drive close to it to discover it. If you have highlighted it, it'll show up on this list as grayed, but you won't activate it. Once you activate it, it'll show up here on white. The reason that's important is any ones that are gray, when you first discover them, you get some points, some experience points, so you do want to make sure you drive by them and get them whited. And I'm not by far an expert on the game. I know everything I know thanks to Highway Buster, is among watching a bunch of videos. I have a little bit of experience. And again, this thing is not fully upgraded yet, but it's good enough to get me there. I got the snorkel. I don't think I even need to go across the muck. I can just drive straight at it. Someone in chat earlier, someone who's watched a lot of my Civilization videos was saying, oh, I thought I was actually going to get to see, I thought there actually was an easy mode. So I showed him New Game Plus. I showed everyone New Game Plus. So that, yes, there is an easy mode if you go into New Game Plus and you configure it to make everything free and whatnot. And let's stop the engine. I can. And I'm not sure what I revealed doing that, but I'm not going to go back to do that. I'm going to go in order this way. So I'm close to this road. Come down this way to here, across here. Probably faster to do it that way, but I'm gonna do a whole chain of it, so up through here, hit this watchtower, and this is again, the watchtower will show a bunch of this, but it won't show like stuff in the corner here, so that's where the exploration unit will come in handy. And now, the idea is to get to that watchtower. But on the way, we can get to this upgrade. And this vehicle is pretty good at getting down this hill. So I'm going to take a shortcut. And I can get to that upgrade. Actually, the best way to get to that upgrade is through town. So I don't need to take that much of a shortcut. I don't really need to take a shortcut. Or do I? Just to show off. Now, just go back down here. Back through town, I can hit some of these. Hit the fuel station, which I'm not going to really need. Hit some of these tasks. Come here, hit this task so it shows up on my list. Oops. And come through here and get to that watchtower. So that phase 1, I'm in phase 1, and this episode is going to be YouTube. The first 2 YouTube episodes were like an hour long. I mean these to be around 45 minutes because I'm going to record at least 5 or hopefully 6 of them on a weekend. Because I'm only streaming this game 1 day a week. So, it's on a Sunday, so I got lots of time. But the episodes are going to only be between half an hour and 45 minutes. Whereas my Civilization 6 episodes, daily episodes, are 45 minutes to an hour. So these are going to be a little bit shorter. But the first 2 episodes of this were longer. Just because I really don't need to use the winch or go in the low gear, so I'm not. I'm gonna get faster myself. I made the mistake of driving right down the middle of the path. And I am setting waypoints even though I know the way pretty much. Because this is, I don't mean this to be a tutorial on YouTube. I'm pretty much a beginner myself. I'm just giving lessons as shortly after I've learned them. I've only played the game for like a month, a little more. But I do want to show everything. So if you haven't played the game at all, you're completely new. Just driving around roads, it's like, wait a minute, where was that road again? I don't understand what road he was taking. Why isn't he showing me what road? Where is that on the map? I don't understand. So I'm going to try as much as possible to show you the map, show you the waypoints. Even though I know the roads around Michigan, I don't know anywhere else, but I know the roads around Michigan pretty well. Especially Black River, this first map. I am going to be laying down waypoints. And if you're watching on YouTube and you have a question about anything, where did you go, why did you select that, whatever, feel free to leave a remark, leave a comment. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series. If you're jazzed for it, if you couldn't care less. Negative comments are just as good for me as positive ones. If they're nasty and offensive, I'll just, block it. But they help my engagement numbers, help promote the channel. Even dislikes help promote the channel. So YouTubers don't mind dislikes if they're offset with likes. If all you get is dislikes, then YouTube isn't happy with it. But a few dislikes thrown in with the likes, that just improves the engagement numbers. Little known secret, little known YouTuber secret. Don't mind people disliking the videos, because that just means one more person cared enough to hit a thumbs down button. You don't turn the map because it's easy to get spun around. Yeah, you know why I turn the map? Because it's so hard to do the waypoints. This is north. If you never turn the map, this is what you get. The grayed out one is supposed to be north. The compass. There's a compass there underneath where it says Michigan. Yeah, the filled in one is supposed to be pointing north. The reason I spin the map is just to set the waypoints though. Because it's really hard, no matter how zoomed in you are, sometimes getting around the trees are difficult, but I'll try. I'll keep that in mind to keep it oriented north as much as possible. Whoops. I'm not meaning to zoom in and out like that. I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. So yes, this is where I am. Garage is in the lower left on this map, in the southeast corner, and I'm headed here. That is a good tip. Thanks, Highway Buster. I should try not to confuse people. If I do have to set waypoints to demonstrate where I'm going, if I do have to turn it around so that I can get a waypoint set where I want it, and it's not going to set it on some vehicle or something that happens to be in the way, or behind some tree somewhere, then I will spin it back around in the north so people can see the path better. That's my promise to you, dear viewer. Promise that I will probably fail to keep. Did I go the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. See, I didn't do the waypoints right. I tried to save myself time, and now I'm going the wrong way. I try, one tip is when you do the waypoints, try to set them just beyond the intersection. If you set them like on the intersection, they go away once you hit the intersection, and you can't tell what way they are. So you want to set them a little bit farther away from the intersection, because notice this waypoint is going to go away before I even get to it. Like, boom, it's gone. And so if I set that too close to the intersection, I wouldn't know which way to turn at that point. Oh, come on. And yes, a lot of vehicles would have been tipped by now. Oh, for goodness sakes. No, it's gonna tip. Oh, I can't believe it. Ah! Just bad driving. Just bad driving. Well, anybody that can come out here to recover it, would take me just as long. There we go. My first tip in the series. This is why it took me 20 hours last time. I am on the map in the garage. When it takes you out of the garage, though, it always turns the thing. I'm just gonna go through town, and you know what? I don't need that upgrade. I'm just gonna go through town, hit the gas station, and hit the waypoint. Hit this thing, hit that thing, hit the waypoint. I'm talking, and I'm not paying attention. And that's what happens. Oh, that's terrible. I was just talking about how this vehicle doesn't tip. And I ended up tipping it by just being bad. Oh well. This is Try Hard Gaming. Try Hard Trucking. I'm not that good. I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent. But a whole lot of frustration. Okay, I'm going to get that waypoint before I end the YouTube episode. I'm not going to end the YouTube episode here, even though I'm already at 37 minutes in. I don't think... Do I have the upgraded engine on this unlocked? I don't remember. I think I do. Oh, once I get the highway... I'm saying I'm not going to get the SnowRunner. Once I get the highway... once I get the highway upgraded gearbox, I will probably use that for this, because it's so good through the mud, and it's got the automatic diff lock. Getting higher speed is a nice thing to have. Also in the Brigadier truck, since that's going to be my speed runner truck, I'm also going to be, not speed runner, but speed task, time task truck. I also like to put the high speed, higher speed transmission in that. But that doesn't show up until Alaska. So that won't happen anytime soon. And I wasn't sure until just earlier when I was playing last night whether or not rain on the road does affect the traction. I'm pretty sure it does. After playing last night, like, yeah, I think it does. Harry Buster, you would probably know for sure if rain does affect the traction. I don't need fuel. I'm just going to go to that waypoint watchtower and then recover. And I've got lots of fuel. One of the best reasons for this Scout as your general Scout, not your hauling Scout, is it comes with so many... I forgot I was going to trigger that. It comes with so many... extra fuel and repair points and things. When you get all 3 of the add-ons, you get 450 repair points, as well as quite a bit of extra fuel. And I probably would not, to be honest, I probably would not have tipped had I gotten that last upgrade. Even then, I wouldn't have tipped, because that puts quite a bit of weight in the trunk. Rain and snow falling is just visual. Okay. Must have been me then. That was my assumption at first, but then yesterday I was driving on a wet road and really seemed to be spinning out a lot. So I wasn't sure. Come over here, pick up this task, discover this trailer. Trailer discovered, don't need it yet. It definitely affects the game, though, the rain. The clouds, anyway. Makes the game a lot darker. It is early afternoon, and it's pretty dark. And there's the watchtower up ahead of me. And here's another task I can pick up. This task I didn't even know about because I hadn't hit the watchtower yet. And I did not show the path. This was all black when I first laid out the waypoint. I happen to know the way, and I still got a waypoint on the map. What did I miss? Oh, I was going to go to the fuel station? Oh, well, whatever. I didn't go to the fuel station. And... ta-da! Gotta launch it. Showing off some of the beauty of the game. It's all open world, massive open world. More upgrades, more objectives. This might even show off the Scout vehicle. There's another vehicle I can pick up. And so, here on the map, we now have upgrade here. It did show off this vehicle. The exclamation point tells me I just now found it. That's a vehicle that is horrific. Never use this Scout vehicle. In some ways, it's better than your original pickup. You're meant to find it as a replacement to your original pickup. Believe me, your original pickup is better. The only thing this has is it has a raised suspension built in. You don't need to go find the raised suspension. And all the race suspension does is make it fall over more. It's a terrible vehicle. You try to put on a roof rack for this thing, you're driving it sideways, even on the level ground. It's horrible. I hate this thing. Changed my mind. Anyway, so yes, I've scouted. I'm going to have to get the pup over here just for completion's sake. I don't think there's anything over here. But I will get the pup over here, and over here at some point. Also, I can get the pup in here. This is definitely a place where I want to put the pup once I get the rest of these. I still call it pup. It's not pup. It's P-E-U. The pew. To clear off all the map. But for now, I can just go ahead and keep doing the watchtowers. So, yeah. I am going to recover the vehicle now. Am I going to recover the vehicle, or do I want to just head right to the watchtower? No, I think I'm going to recover the vehicle and pick up these on the way. I can pick up King of the Hill, or Place Beyond the... Yes, I can pick up a Place Beyond the Spruce, and then I can pick up the watchtowers in this direction. So I will recover. And that's a good place to end the episode anyway, in the garage. So, recover this vehicle, yes, and that's going to do it for this YouTube episode. I'm not done streaming, though. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a quick break, couple-minute break, and be right back. Twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV. Sunday night, streaming this game, or Sunday afternoon into the evening. If you are watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode will be out the next weekday at noon. YouTube.com/@RollCageTV. Okay, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, I'll see you then.